Uber Eats is at it again with some more changes, and I don't know how I feel about this one. It is a new planning tool that Uber Eats is going to be introducing. Of course, they're going to be piloting this in certain cities, which I'll go over in a moment. But how do you guys feel about having to schedule to go onto Uber Eats? I don't like it. The thing that I like about Uber Eats is that you can just open up the app and go right online and start accepting offers right away without having to schedule. That's been the plus side of Uber Eats. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this, but I feel like a lot of people are not going to like this. So this is what Uber Eats says. It says coming soon, changes to Uber Eats Pro. We're piloting changes to Uber Eats Pro in a few cities: Lincoln, Nebraska, Abilene, Texas, Evansville, Indiana, Florida Keys, Florida, that include updated eligibility criteria, a new planning tool, which I just mentioned, and a new reward that can give you access to more high-paying deliveries. Now, when it comes to more high-paying deliveries, my thoughts on this is when I turn on my app, and I hear this from a lot of you guys, I get a ton of low-paying backwards offers. Now, are there some high-paying offers floating around? Yes, but I don't see how Uber Eats is going to increase more of these high-paying offers. I feel like a lot of the offers that are floating around are just these low-paying backwards offers, which of course we have to cherry pick, decline the bad, accept the ones that are reasonable, that are worth our time, because again, we're driving our own vehicles, putting gas in our own cars, we have insurance, maintenance, the list goes on. So when it comes to seeing more high-paying offers, I feel like people are still going to see a ton of low-paying backwards offers. Now, they might see a few more high-paying offers than those with low acceptance rate, but I don't feel like it's going to be a huge difference. Of course, market plays a role where you're delivering at. Uber Eats goes on to say this pilot is separate from the live Uber Eats Pro pilot, which I've made a video on this before, which goes over acceptance rate criteria and different programs, kind of like Dash Rewards, and it looks something like this. They have green, which has no requirements. There's gold, which they have requirements on gold. Platinum, there's requirements on platinum, and diamond, there's requirements on that. But Uber Eats goes on to say couriers who accept more requests, cancel less, and provide reliable service will receive better rewards through Uber Eats Pro. Here's what's coming. We are updating the criteria for achieving Uber Eats Pro Gold, Platinum, and Diamond status, including introducing acceptance rate as a new criteria for eligibility. And again, they're heading down the DoorDash rewards program road. They go on to say we are introducing a tool called Planner, where green and gold couriers can reserve available times in advance to go online with Uber Eats. We are adding a new Uber Eats Pro reward called Preferred Deliveries, where gold, platinum, and diamond couriers will receive priority access to higher paying deliveries. And again, the higher paying deliveries is going to have a lot of variables depending on what kind of offers are out there, what markets you're in, but I don't feel like it's going to all of a sudden increase in higher paying offers. So time will tell, of course. They also say this pilot will launch in these select markets, which I already mentioned, and that'll be on December 1st. Again, Lincoln, Nebraska, Abilene, Texas, Evansville, Indiana, and Florida Keys, Florida. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Are you in any of these cities? Again, I don't like the idea of scheduling. What I love about Uber Eats is that I can just go right online, get to accepting offers, get the wheels to move in, and get to making money. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Of course, this is not in my market. This is still a pilot, only going to hit those select markets, but we're going to get the apps turned on. We're going to see what the first offer is for tonight. All right, guys, got an offer lined up, but this is what happened. So I have my phone's Bluetooth hooked to my stereo in the car, but I have the stereo off. And an offer came in. By the time I seen it, it was a trip radar where you have to match, and if you're the closest driver, you'll get it. Now, granted, I may have not gotten it. Here comes DoorDash. And speaking of DoorDash, they have a $6 peak pay tonight, which I haven't seen that, I don't know if ever, in my market. 6.4 miles for $9. I already have an offer lined up, and the miles and the pay and where it's going to is a no-go for me. Let me hit decline. Okay, let me pause DoorDash. I meant to do that. Anyways, I missed the trip radar. By the time I seen it, it went away. But it ended up coming back to me as a regular offer, $12.09 for 5.7 miles. Now it's for a newer restaurant. And I wasn't sure. I was thinking it was like in the bar, because you know how you have those virtual restaurants. Well, I don't want to go into the bar. It is Friday night, and this bar, it's hard to get a hold of somebody. I don't even want to go in there. Well, anyways, it's not in the bar. It's actually a new restaurant. So we're going to go in there. Well, I called to see where they were located to make sure it wasn't in the bar. And they actually have my order ready, which is awesome. So we're going to go in there and get this food and get these wheels to moving. Hi. Yeah.
Your name?
Picking up for Ellen R with Uber Eats.
Ellen?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we are ready to go. Customers, 14 minutes, 4.2 miles. They are in an apartment. It's a leave at door, and they also left me some notes of where to find their apartment, which is greatly appreciated, especially when it comes to apartments, because you know how apartments can be sometimes. They can be a pain to find. Granted, I don't have as much trouble as I used to, you know, in my earlier days, because the maps have gotten so much better. Although you still have to double check with your eyes, make sure you're at the right building and right apartment, because it can be off sometimes. We're on our way. Order is dropped off thanks to the customer's extra notes of where to find them. It was easy and straightforward. I could totally see how it's a lot more difficult to find them without those extra instructions. Plus, this apartment complex has always been a pain in the past. Granted, the GPS did take me within the vicinity of the building, which always helps. But like I said, you always got to double check you're at the right place when the GPS takes you to either a house or apartment complex, because it can be off from time to time. Now, before I accept the next offer, let's pop into the park real quick for today's sponsor, Hitway. So here is the Hitway BK12. Now, this is my second bike from Hitway, and I've got to say they offer a bang for the buck if you're looking for an electric bike. Now, the really cool thing about this bike is that it's foldable, so you can fold this up, put it in the back of a hatchback, pickup truck, or even an SUV, and it comes with a lot of different features, so let's get into it. This bike can go up to 20 miles per hour, and it comes with a 750 watt brushless motor to help you get up steeper hills up to a 25-degree incline. The range for this bike is 20 to 55 miles, but this will depend on your load, temperature, road conditions, and your riding mode. There are 2 keys that come with this bike, and to be able to turn the bike on, you must insert the key and leave it in to power the bike on, just like a car ignition. The front shocks on this bike help absorb bumps, making your ride smoother on any road condition. The throttle is a twist throttle and located on the right side of the handlebar. You also get 3 different pedal assist modes and a Shimano 7-speed gear shifter. With the 3-inch mid-size all-terrain tire, you can take this bike almost anywhere. It also comes with a front-lit LCD screen, front and rear wheel fenders to prevent rocks, water, or debris from kicking up on you. This bike also comes with a rear rack, which is great for mounting saddlebags on. I also love that this bike has a nice cushy seat for longer rides and a rear brake light indicator. And if you're riding at night, you also get this nice front headlight and rear running light. The BK12m has a different riding feel. I would say it has more of a sport style feel, and the legroom can feel a little tight when pedaling. The seat is adjustable and can be adjusted to your height. This is an overall great value e-bike, especially if you're looking for a foldable, compact electric bike that comes with a lot of features and accessories. If you're interested in learning more about this bike, you can visit my link down below in the description for $30 off your purchase. And I do want to thank Hitway for sponsoring this this video. Now back to the car. Already lined up the next order. Like I said, the offers are coming in. Granted, there's a ton of bad ones, but there's actually some good offers coming in. So tonight, like I said, it looks like it's going to be a nice, good night for doing orders. The offer that I got is $12.06 for 3.1 miles, and we are about to pull in. It's literally right around the corner. Hi, I'm picking up an Uber Eats order for that name.
Just
Okay. Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh. Yes, that's right. Thank you. All right, guys, so I go in there. Now, this is an Indian restaurant that I love ordering from. They have a really, really good food, but I know that the food's usually not ready. There's usually a wait, so I'm not surprised. So I asked him how long it was going to be. He said 6 minutes, and I'm like, okay. So I set my timer, because you want to set your timer, kind of have an idea of how long you've been there, because you can lose track of time. Well, my timer goes off, and I finally see him again, and so I check on my order. He says, I think he said like 1 minute. Well, it ended up being maybe 11, 12 minutes total, something like that. I didn't really keep track, but longer than what he initially said. Regardless, I got the food. I'm not surprised, because I'm familiar with this restaurant. Make really, really good food, but it's usually not ready. I think they probably made the meal, because the customer didn't order a big meal. Anyways, customers 8 minutes, 2.5 miles. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention while I was sitting there waiting for this order is another order from that restaurant came in, which would have been nice, except the miles were like super high. It was for $11.02 for 13.1 miles, trying to add it on top of the order I was waiting for. That is a ridiculous offer. One, it's a backwards offer, and two, I would have had to sit there and wait probably 10, 12, 15 more minutes, depending on what they ordered. My customer only had a few items, so, and there was still, you know, a wait for it. But anyways, that was the decline, but we're on our way. Let's go get the customer their food. Another order dropped off. It is a busy, busy night tonight. The offers are ringing in. Now, granted, there was nothing for me to take to add on top, but they are coming in, and I've gotten a couple good offers to start the night. I think this weekend is going to be super busy. People are out and about. They're obviously ordering. When I was at that Indian restaurant, I think one family was dining in, but they were leaving as I was coming in, and a lot of to-go orders were being put on the counter. So I think people are out shopping, getting ready for Thanksgiving, and ordering food in, which is a good thing for us. Make a little bit of money, keep us busy. Let me know how your guys' weekend went, but it is looking to be a busy weekend. I'll go out tomorrow night and see how tomorrow night is, but definitely a good time to make some extra money. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys right here. Always appreciate you riding along with me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.